Okie dokie. First, I would like to talk about like for you to talk about the demographics of the staff there. Were there more women than men officers, or?
It was split up basically half and half. You know, it didn't really matter when it come to certain things. It was mostly women that did the big ordeals with the women, but yeah, for the most part, there was a little of both.
Okay. How were you treated by like staff and officers?
As a number, as trash. You know, they looked at you for your crime. They just considered you as some junkie. Um, a lot of them had the authority trip. They were younger than you. They had a career. You were in jail. You were on drugs. You were a piece of crap. So you got treated like that. You know, they talked to you any way they could. They know you're backed against the wall and you have no choice or no say so. So they used it and abused it. There's a couple of them, few and far between, where they had worked there. I had been there for years. We, formed a relationship. They start to see your family come and visit you. They see who writes you. They see that your kids are growing up through the pictures in the mail. There's some that start to call you by your name and not your last name or your number. But for the most part, it sucks.
Gosh. How were did they like shake you down and do all that jazz?
Oh yeah. um, Shakedowns. That's probably, besides them telling you you're never going to get out, that's probably one of the worst things they could do to you in there. You grow accustomed to having your stuff in order, just having things a certain way, your bed made perfect with no wrinkles. I mean, just down to the way that you laid stuff in your box, or the fact that you never know when you're going to get this again, if commissary's going to come, if your family's going to give you money or not. So therefore, you hold on to everything. Um, if it's more than 5 white T-shirts, if it's more than what they think or what they want you to have, or you're not allowed to have staples, you're not allowed to have pins. There's a lot of things you're not allowed to have that we do end up getting a hold of, and so unfortunately for us, they would come and dump a bin that you live out of, and take your bed and literally dump it upside down and just destroy. Just imagine going in and tearing something up, destructing it the most you can, and that's what they would do. And have your stuff be thrown away, and that's the only thing you have control over in your life is your little bin in your little area, and it's the worst thing ever and the worst feeling ever for somebody to come and violate it.
Um, could you explain how you had mentioned earlier before that when you were leaving from place to place or going in different places, they would like pat you down and do stuff like that.
Every time you come in and out of a cell, they have to pat you down and just to make sure that you don't, you're not taking notes, passing it to other inmates or whatever you could be, contraband or anything. So they pat you down. If you work outside of the facility or you were going a public place, like for instance, I worked in the front office, so I had access to the public. Every time I would go up there, I would get pat down. Every time I come back, I would get strip searched, and that means straight up take all of your clothes off with correctional officer, um, stand there naked with your clothes in their hands, turn around, spread your cheeks, squat and cough. Are you gonna say that?